Hi, you've reached the channel Stitches and Orts in the Desert, and I'm Karen, and this is Flosstube number 7. Today, I don't even know what today is. It is October, let's see, shouldn't I know that? Sunday, October 17th, and it's been about 2.5 weeks, maybe a little more since I filmed last, and I've got starts, some haul that's mixed in with stuff I already started, and we'll talk about some plans, and we'll just get started. This, by the way, is my channel about cross stitch, and so I live in Phoenix, and so I'm stitching in the desert, and the orts or old random threads or old random thoughts, because usually they're more odd random thoughts. But anyway, let's get started so I can stop rambling. It has been a busy time. I think right before last time I filmed, we were about to head to Sisters Organ for the music festival, and that was fantastic. The weather was beautiful. For those of you who do not know, in Phoenix, Arizona, we still have like 90-degree weather for another couple of weeks. We're also in the 80s. It's cooling down at night some, but it's still hot. And so there it was like the low 40s, high 30s in the morning, and then it got up to 70s in the day. And we stayed at a house that was only about a half a mile or a mile away from the actual music festival that takes over the whole downtown of Sisters, Oregon. And so that was kind of cool because we just would walk because we didn't have to then bother with trying to get a car and parking and all that. So the population is like 2,000 or 3,000. It's a beautiful place. We wouldn't mind living there, but it's pretty expensive and very small. So anyway, we had a great time. We got to see my stepdaughter, my husband's daughter, and her husband, and 2 kids, and they have a new au pair from Colombia. They've done au pairs now this is their 4th one. They've had 3 from Colombia and 1 from Italy, and it's been really amazing for them. They work very different hours, and it was hard for a nanny or a childcare because my stepdaughter is a nurse anesthesiologist, and so she has to be at the clinic at like 6 in the morning or earlier, and so it was just hard. And so they found au pair has been wonderful. It helps the kids learn different cultures, different religions. They've had Catholic, they've had straight, they've had gay, they've had Nora from Italy was Muslim, so they got to learn all about her diet and her religion, and she spoke several languages. So it's been a real cultural thing, and they travel everywhere with them. So we've had every au pair stay at our house, and I'm sure we'll have the new one come eventually once they're traveling again. But anyway, we obviously wore our mask. It was a direct flight, and then there you had to have a vaccination to attend. You had to show your vaccination, and then you got a bracelet. And even inside, most of the stuff was outside, but even in the tents and stuff, everyone wore masks. So I felt pretty safe. So we came back, and I've been back now. This is 2 weeks. Well, Monday, tomorrow will be 2 weeks ago that we got home. So, and I've just been super busy at work. I've had 3 days of full days of Zoom each week, and so I feel like I'm kind of scattered. And so stitching, though, I have been stitching a lot. Last time I showed my 2 finishes, I just yesterday, because the sale, or it was Friday, I guess, the sale was ending at Michael's. I like to get so far, everything at Michael's has been framed. They've done a good job. So there was a sale, like 60 plus 25% off, and so I went and took that Great Outdoors by Emma Congdon, and it's at the Framers now. So with any luck, I usually get them back fairly quick, but with the mail and stuff being slow, it is what it is, right? So I'm going to pause just a second because I just realized I forgot one thing for a giveaway that we're going to have later on in the video. So I'm going to pause it and go grab that. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I'm out of breath because I ran up the stairs. So anyway, sorry about that, but we are going to have a giveaway near the end, and I was thinking that since it's getting time for Thanksgiving soon. I know we're still in Halloween stitching, and I actually started a little Halloween thing. But I think I'm going to give away this, can you see this? So this is a kit. It's Gather and Give Thanks. And I won't show anything. So this is the full kit. And I will mail it wherever. This is designed by Diane Arthurs. And I just thought, how can you go wrong with leaves, a pumpkin, an owl, and thinking about giving thanks. So hopefully you can see that without too much glare. I think it's coming through. And we'll talk about that giveaway later on as we get into the end of the video. So, okay, let's get busy and continue talking about what we are supposed to be about, right? And that's stitching. I will say yesterday, so I've been getting too much stuff. I started cross stitching again, like it's been, well, I think in August to September had been a year, so a little over a year again. I used to do it a long time ago. Same story lots of you have, like, you know, the pandemic, staying at home. So I picked up stitching, and I remember thinking, oh, I'll never have that many whips. I'll never do it. You just go down a rabbit hole and you're down that rabbit hole, right? And so I just keep purchasing stuff, and I was feeling a little overwhelmed. So I started a spreadsheet yesterday, and I bought some more stuff to organize until Shannon and the Kit girls move out, which we think will be like December or January. I don't have a lot of room for stuff, but once they move out, I am going to make the other half of my office, which is where my granddaughter stays right now, into kind of a craft room area. I don't think I need a lot of stuff. I have a bookshelf that I think will hold everything. But anyway, I bought a couple more of those folding file cabinet cubes that are cloth. I love those. And I went to Michael's when I got that framed, and I bought like a little drawer that's holding the thread that aren't on thread keepers yet. And then I bought it's a big box, and I've put all my fabric that I have that's extra, and I've cataloged all the DMC I have, the ones that are still in skeins, and the other ones that are on thread keepers, and I just feel a little more organized. And my desk was getting so cluttered that I was like, I can't even get there anymore. We have so much stuff. So anyway, I feel a little better having that spreadsheet. And also, probably in 2 weeks, I'll show you some of my other haul. So I got the Advent box. It's not really Advent. That's kind of probably a little sacrilegious for Halloween, but from Black Needle Society, where you had one thing for each day of the month. And then I went to the Sisters Folk Festival, blah, blah, blah. So last weekend, me and Shannon and my two granddaughters, Kennedy and Cadence, decided to just open them all up and let them take turns opening stuff. And a couple of the things I gave to them, I'm not going to give anything, but I don't know when stuff came and how far we are. And so I don't want to spoil something for people that haven't opened it yet. So I'm not going to show anything that I got there, but I actually enjoyed it way more doing it all at once with them. We had so much fun looking at stuff, and there was some good stuff in there. So I look forward to showing that to you next Flosstube. At this time, I'm not going to be able to do that. So anyway, let's get on to stitching. This is in no specific order. Most of the stuff that I'm going to show you is still going to be on hoops and stuff, but I think you'll be able to see it. So I had a start last night, and I meant to pull up my spreadsheet so I could tell you what everything is. So I'm going to try to remember. But I started this, it's just a little start, but this is a little project. So I started this, Let Heaven and Nature Sing. So the title of the pattern is Let Heaven and Nature Sing, and it's by Sweet Wings Studio. This is one of the ones I think from Expo, and I got it from Abby Topknot. So the pattern recommended 32 count navy linen, but I couldn't really find that, so I wound up getting 28 count. I have to say the darker linen has not been my favorite. I'll show you on one, but I'm okay with it, but I do like Ugana better, and the linen just seems harder. But anyway, this is my tiny start, and I'm going to talk about a Etsy shop that I found and bought a couple of things from, and this is the little needle minder that I got for free that came along with my purchase. Great person, great shop called Ziggy Closet. I'll show it to you. Anyway, here's my start. I have one little star and the words LE. Are you impressed? I just started it last night. I kitted it all up, which there's only like six threads, I think. So it wasn't a lot. And then here's the other one of the other things I got from her. Let's see if I can get it all on here because it's so cute. So she gave this thing. Hopefully y'all can see that. I think it's clear enough. And then look, it has these cute little like bells, silver bells. And then it has a little red like gem thing on it. Oops, out of camera, sorry about that. So can you see how cute that is? So that was also that I got from Ziggy's Closet at Etsy. And anyway, I got that, and she had included that needle minder. So there's the colors for it. And I think they look, I think this will be a cute one. I'm not going to probably make it into a pillow. I'm probably going to make it into a little Christmas ornament. I think I've mentioned before, but I love Christmas. So anyway, that was a new start I had last night. And was just in the mood to do something Christmassy. Let's see, now that's an old one, so I can still look, but I didn't do any work on it, so I'm not going to show that. Now, when I was in Oregon, I did a bit of work. So since I saw you last, I have done, and I thought I had taken this out of the hoop, and I haven't, so I'll just pull it out. I've got about 10% more done on the meditation garden, and so I am at about 42% on this, and this is the one that's by Meditation Garden by Jan Hicks, and it is, I'll show it to you. I have these photos of it. This is, whoops, I'm sorry for those of you who have earphones on. So this is what it looks like when it's finished. I did pick different. This is not the linen that was suggested. I have a 32 count linen that is it's called 32 count vintage blue whisper Belfast linen. And so I had started on the maze the last time, so if you can see, I finished the maze and I started on the walkway since I saw y'all last, and I started on it's hard for me to show you. Let me fold this in half so you can see it better. I started a little bit on this now, and I did the walkway. I finished pretty much a whole half of the maze. So anyway, I got 10% done, so I think I'm in about, I forgot what it said, but I'll have to look. I'll remember to look next time. But anyway, I am 10% more done and close to halfway being done. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. I bought these. I don't think I showed you these last time. Maybe I did. I bought these giant clips, which my hair is so thin, this would be crazy. They work well. They're not very heavy, and they work well on my, when I have all that material. I love these too, but those work really well. And so that's what I use when I have something that has a lot of bunched up material. Okay, next, let's see what else I worked on. No, I didn't work on that. So here's my Halloween thing that I started. This is a Mill Hill, and thanks to my viewer that told me about the beading needle being inside the beads, so I sure appreciate that. And I forgot to look at your name. You've commented on my last two videos, and I really, really appreciate that. And if you guys will take time to hit like, and if you want, subscribe, and leave me comments I do love the comments, and you have some great suggestions because, again, I'm learning. So anyway, this is that little mill hill I showed last time. Buttons and beads. I did, because it didn't come with it, so I did purchase, I think it's for this, a little cup, I got a little button for it, so I don't think that came with it. Maybe it did. It says Mill Hill. Ugh, who knows? I bought so much stuff, but for some reason I didn't think it was in here. And maybe I'll find it in another package that I bought. I swear I'm kind of losing my mind, which means I'm stitching too much. So anyway, I don't know. I just started, and guys, this was so weird the way the material, the thread is. But anyway, this is the tiniest start. So, and I didn't know if you're supposed to start edge to edge, so I might have messed up. And I did, it wasn't that much. But anyway, I'm working my way across the top so I can just make sure I did it right and have enough room for the whole thing. So see, this is a very little start. I have to say I don't mind stitching on it. It's harder on these for some reason. And maybe it was because mainly I was at Oregon when I was working on this. I like it when I'm doing these that have a lot of different colors in one spot when I can do it on Pattern Keeper. So I may have to take a picture and see if I can download it to Pattern Keeper instead of on the paper one, because Pattern Keeper just seems to make it easier for me. So anyway, that's something I just did a tiny start on. And then surprisingly, I have not worked on my, what was the name? I haven't worked on the Mary, I always think I'm going to say it wrong. Mary Harry 1808. I didn't put really much any more into that, so I don't need to show it, but that one. And then I was so excited to start on Evertoad's, how do you say it? I never can say it. Is it Hige or, and someone told us how to say it. Anyway, I have had so many errors and mistakes on this, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. It was a center start, and that always throws me. I know we all have our specific ways to start, and I love starting in the left-hand corner. And I'm going to show you the owl I'm working on for my husband, and I had restarted it on a different material, and I love starting on the left. I don't know, it makes me feel more organized. I feel like there's a rhythm to it, left to right, whatever. So this one suggested you started in the middle, and I was a little worried. So I started in the middle, and it's kind of right where it's a 4 pages, because it's really easy, big print to read. I don't know if it was that, or if I was kept messing up because of the gray area. I mean, it's very clear, so I don't understand why I would have. But also, I realize I'm having a hard time seeing that. So anyway, I'm talking about, I love this pattern. It's the Moonshine Cabin by Modern Folk Embroidery, and it's combined with Evertoad and Leo and Roxy. So here's the pattern, and it's beautiful. I have 32 count linen, and I cannot remember the name, which I'm awful, and I'm going to have to look up my order because I couldn't even remember for my spreadsheet. But it's this dark linen, and so some of the colors, as you can see, like the gray there, that's hard to see on there. But I have had to rip out so much and start over, and it's been, I don't know, it's so annoying to me, but I really love this, so I'm going to persevere. So I got a little bit of this done, but anyway, I've done all this since I saw you last. I started on it, and it's a stitch along, so it's with Stitch MD. Shiloh is doing that, and so I think you can order the pattern from Jacob if you want the PDF, and then I got the whole bag and everything from Evertoad along with that cute needle minder and stuff. So I don't want to show you the pattern, but anyway, it is 131 by 133, so it's not horribly huge, and I do love it. I mean, you guys, if you watch me at all, you know now, cabins, campfires, woods, those are my happy spots. So anyway, I'm going to persevere. I think I just need, for whatever reason, the counting is weird for me on it. I need to just sit down and pay attention. So Look, even on this bag, look at this cute little, can you see? There. It has a little cabin on the zipper pull. I love that. Okay. And then I think I have one more. And this is the one that I redid and started working on with my, well, I have two more because I'm going to show you my Heaven and Earth, my full coverage. This is the one that I decided I was going to do for my husband. I had done a pine cone for him last year. Sorry, I'm distracted. Trying to do two things at once. That's not very smart. Y'all deserve my attention. But anyway, this one is the one I'm working on. And I had shown you last time and started it on a fabric, and I couldn't. I didn't like it. I couldn't see. I was messing up. I couldn't count. It would have taken me forever. I knew. I was like, nope, I just have to start over. And but anyway, this is the actual, whoops, sorry about that. This is the actual, let me show you a picture of my family without their permission. Sorry, I don't know why I'm having such difficulties. So there is the pattern. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger, that I'm working on for my husband who loves owls. I think I told you last time when we hike, there's a place fairly near our house called Dreamy Draw. I'm pretty sure I'm rambling and telling you this last time, but especially in the spring, but throughout the whole year, we go hiking there in the evenings. And when we do this specific trail, there's a million different trails you can take. When we do this one specific trail, because we know, and there's owls up there and we see them frequently, and we sit there and they'll hoot at us and stuff. And so that's just kind of like one of our things that we love to do, and go find the owls. And so he loves owls, and he loves nature. So anyway, so I will show you. I restarted it, and I've gotten 10% done. Like I said, I was on a lot of Zoom. Lots of it I can't do this because I'm interviewing and talking to people, but I was able to do it. You can see everything but the very tip of the ear, so I don't want to take it out of here. But anyway, here's my progress on that. I'm gonna just put something behind it so you can see better. So the ear is going up to the edge, and then there's the forehead. So you've got, this is the ear coming down, and then that's the forehead across. There's a lot of confetti in this, let me tell you. So that is the owl, and I know he'll love it. I'm pretty sure I won't get it done for this year. So we'll see. I might just give it to him for a whatever present, just because he loves them and I love to stitch, and it's fun giving things to people. So I have so many whips, they barely don't want to fit in here. I'm trying to put them back. I'm trying not to zip everything up. I'm sure I've done a few. Sorry about that. I try not to do that, but that's what I did. So on my Heaven and Earth design, I've decided I wasn't going to show y'all every month, because every 2 weeks or whenever I try to do this. I try to do it every 2 weeks. It's been more like every 2.5 or 3 because of travel, but we don't have any travel plans until the end of the year. We're going to go for 2 nights, not New Year's Eve, but the 2 nights before, and we're going to go up to Flagstaff, and hopefully there'll be some snow and stuff right after Christmas, and take two of the granddaughters. So anyway, I am going to show you my Heaven and Earth, and I always feel bad because I know it makes you dizzy, but let's see if I can show you here. So if you can see this, back up a little bit. Sorry for making you dizzy. This, I was right. Let's see, I was about, whoops, get a little closer. I am so sorry. There we go. So I was to here, right here, on this one. So I've literally finished this whole, since I've seen you last, this whole row and this whole row. So as you can see over here, the trees are starting to show up more. I love that about full coverage, as you can see all the things coming out. So the trees are showing up more, stars shining through, and I'm moving quite along. So, all right, I'm going to move you back. Hopefully not too much there. So I am at about, according to Pattern Keeper, I reached about 16% last night. I have done about 42,000 stitches on it. I started this on December 16th of 2020. So we're coming up in 2 months, will be a year. I was really hoping I could get more than 20% done, so that would take me less than 5 years, but because of all the travel, I haven't. So unless I really focus on this a lot, which I've been doing at night in the last, since we got home, I'm not going to get that. It'll take 5 years. So I don't know, how many of you work on Heaven and Earth designs? How much do you stitch in a year? I know it's different for everyone, and some people are happy with a very small percentage because it's a long time. You know, I'm not ancient. I mean, I'm going to be around for more than 5 years, knock on wood, but I also don't, I love it. I want it on my wall, so I want it to be up. So we'll see. I was doing like, you know, 5,000 to 6,000 stitches a month, but that has slowed down. But this is a lot. I mean, this is like, well, I was trying to think. Let me see. So that's about 2,400, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So that's about 3,000 stitches there. So not my usual 5,000 to 6,000, but at least I made a dent. So again, I'm not going to show you that every time. I'll just show it to you every other time, and we'll move on from there. So I think that's all my stitching for now. I want to talk about haul. So I showed you the one thing from Ziggy's Closet. So I wanted to just show you, and I forgot to show the one thing here. I'll pull it out because I have it. I got another thing from, all the magnets, from a place called Sophia Violet Designs, and it was on Etsy. And that's what it's called. Can you see that? Yeah, I think it's there. So she did this thread keep for me. So I thought it was kind of cute. So it says, oops, upside down, sorry. Can you see it says stitch? And then it came with these cute little scissors. And then it could be a zipper pull because it has like a little catchy thing on it. Scissors, and then it just has like a little button. So can you see those? Isn't that cute? So I got that from her, and the shipping was pretty fast on that, and I recommend it. It's good. It's cute, and it holds my threads, which is what I'm always looking for. And then I was going to show the other thing I got. So I just have to say too, so that was great shipping. I got that fast. And then I ordered from the Ziggy's Closet, and I have to tell you, I got it so quick. And then she sent this cute little thank you card and thanked me for ordering from her shop. And then I ordered 2 things. So here's the other one I ordered. It has a little Christmas tree on it. So can you see here? Oops. So see, it has the Christmas tree. And it says Merry Christmas. And then she was so nice because most people don't, a majority of people don't use any thread keepers. And so they're looking, like right now everyone's doing this, trading floss cards, and people are always looking for different cards. So she was like so nice. She included, she punched these out of cardboard, and she included these on both of the thread keeps and said I might need them. So I was like amazed that she did that, and that was the extra step. And so I'm actually giving these to my daughter to use, but they have like this little scalloped edge, and then you can put your thread in there. And then that's another thread drop that I'll add. So I thought that was pretty amazing. And then I haven't used it yet, and I swear I wrote down, I think it was called I'm going to have to tell you next time. I'll show you, but I did buy a grime guard for a hoop, and I haven't put it on yet. So we'll have to see. I have to find something that has a 8-inch hoop, and then I'll put it on. I have a few things in there. So I've started using hoops more and more. They just seem, the ones I get are the ones that I got at a recommendation of XStitchMD, Shiloh. She has a link actually on her thing for them. I've got them on Amazon, and they're like a rubber, and so they're easy to take on and off, and it's not that crazy like trying to, I don't know about you, but I hate trying to get the tension up. So excuse me, I have to take a drink. So that's some stuff I purchased. I found this cute, Michael's is so dangerous to go into, isn't it? So I found this cute little needle box. I don't know how practical it is, but I just bought some more needles. These are 24s, but it has a tiny little strip magnet in it. So see how they just hang there? And you could put, well, I'm going to keep a couple other things in there, but see this? So it slides on, and you have a cute little needle box. And I thought that was cute. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I'm sorry for your ears. And then I was just going to ask you, how many of you guys use threaders, needle threaders? I have to have these. I have these everywhere. They seem to be lost. I think I've said this last time. But anyway, I ordered a big giant thing of them. I love these. This is for the little needles, and then this sticks through most of the needles I use, and then you just pull your thread through. Anyway, I'm just curious how many of you are good at stitching with and could do it without having to use a needle threader. I think that's about everything that I got. I'm hoping over the next month, since I'm not traveling finally, I'm kind of like excited that I'm home for a while. I feel almost antisocial, like I've done too much and I want to be home. But at the same time, I kind of feel like, oh, no travel. Like my job, I traveled all the time, and they just told us. So most of the people I work through, it's through grant funding through the Bureau of Justice, who's a part of the Department of Justice. And the Department of Justice has not approved any travel, and they've just told us at least through halfway through next year we can't travel. We have to continue doing everything virtually. And I know the people we work with are tired of getting it virtually, and but that's just the way it is. And so I'm always going to be grateful for Zoom because I've been able to keep my job, keep working, keep training people. But it does get hard to be not traveling. I like to just get out and see different parts of the country. And I think I've told you before, I don't necessarily travel to nice, like fancy places. This last week, I would have been in this super, super rural part of Missouri. And the week before, I would have been in Pendleton, Oregon. So, it can be not glamorous places, and sometimes they're hard to get to. You have to go to an airport, drive a couple hours to get there. But I do miss it, and I miss the interaction with people in person because you develop better relationships with them, and it's easier for them to understand your intent. Not that there's any issues. We're just training and helping people, but I just like it better. Even in Zoom interviews, like we do interviews and ask them a lot about their programs. But when we're in person, when you start out the interview, they ask you things like, where are you staying? Where'd you eat last night? You should try this place. And they kind of talk about their community, and it eases their nervousness about being interviewed, even though there's nothing tied to it really. It's still always nervous because you don't really know us, and we don't have that. And so it just seems like we have lost out on that. And I'll always be sad about that. And I just wish, I know I've lost people for this, but it's just everyone would get vaccinated so we could go back to traveling. But it is what it is. And so this is a cross stitch channel, right? So anyway, so my plans are to stitch a lot. I am, obviously I work full time. So unless I have Zoom meetings, I'm not stitching in the daytime, but I also will be hiking some more. So that cuts into it. I'm so out of shape. I don't know about you guys, but the pandemic, and then I just have sat around, and having the grandkids here with food that we never had has just not been good for my health. So we went hiking a couple of times last week. Now the weather's starting to cool down, and it's not over 100 every day. We'll start hiking more. So that also cuts into my stitching time. So we'll see. But anyway, I am excited about hiking. I'm excited about stitching. So my plans are during the day when I do have Zoom meetings, I'm going to be working on the owl mainly because that is a secret. Like, I'm sure my husband doesn't watch these. So that one's one that I have to work on when I'm not around him. And then in the evenings, I work on my, when we're sitting downstairs, I always work on my Heaven and Earth design. I know I've shown it every time, but I forgot to show it this time. Just so for those of you who maybe it's your first time like joining here, my Heaven and Earth design is called, sorry about that, I should have already said, right? It's called Lakeside, and we'll see if I can get it to open. And here's a picture of what it'll look like when it's done. And as I say every time, wouldn't I love to be here every night? So that's why I want to hurry up and get it done. And I've already done that moon. You just can't see it when the cue snap, and it was brutal. So I'm glad that's over. But anyway, that's all that. So I'll be working on that. I'm going to start on some Christmassy stuff. I will say that there are a lot of cute, amazing patterns in the Black Needle Society's box. I just don't want to show them yet because I don't know which ones have been opened and which ones are still remaining. I have them all kitted up because they came with the pattern and the floss and the material. It was amazing. Like, seriously, it was not a cheap box, but definitely you got a lot of stuff in it. So anyway, enough about that. So let's talk about the giveaway. So for this giveaway, I showed it earlier. Please be a subscriber. Please hit like on my video. Again, it's this one, and it has all the threads. Now let me it says the materials included are number 14 Fiddler's Cloth Oatmeal Light, 15 by 12 piece. There's a number 24 tapestry needle, and then it has DMC in here, and it looks like there's, it's already on a card. You can see that. So it's all kitted up. There's the colors. So let's just say if you want to be in the drawing for this, and by the way, Judith, I did finally get your thing in the mail. If you're watching this, I was so busy. Usually during the week, if I'm not doing that much Zoom, the post office is like 1.5 miles from here. I can just run up there and mail something. But I just couldn't get away. I had stuff like the Missouri team. I started at 6:15 in the morning, and I went. And so anyway, it's not too late. At least I got it out before the next video. I feel like at least there's that. So I mailed it on Friday during my lunch, or I went a little early, and so they say it'll be there by Tuesday. So Judith was my last winner, and she won a chart, and I sent that to her. So this one I will send out to, but I will draw right before I do my next one. So you have at least 2 weeks. I will do it probably 2 weeks from now on a Sunday, which will probably be Halloween, right? 18th, 25th, 31st, I think so. I don't know. Yep, Halloween. Sorry you've had to watch me try to struggle and do math with dates and stuff. I should be a little more prepared. But anyway, I keep saying anyway, and I speak, or I train, and I have trained myself well enough to know the presentations that I don't use very often. And then I watch these, and I am like, anyway. And I wonder, it's because I probably don't plan enough, because I just want it to be talking. I don't want it to become some presentation. So I hope you forgive me for that. And this giveaway will draw, and I want you to use the word gather. So if you put the word gather in your comments, then you will be part of the drawing. And I will draw right before I do my next video, so I would have it end by next Saturday evening, not or 2 weeks from Saturday from yesterday, because I'll probably film either Saturday night or early Sunday morning. So I hope this goes up on Sunday, so that should give you almost 2 full weeks to comment, hit like, subscribe please if you're going to put in for the giveaway, and then again I'll mail this wherever. For those few of you that have commented, thank you, it means a lot. And you know, I have grown a little bit. It's still really small, but I never expected to have a big following. You know, I don't have a accent. I'm not from overseas. I'm not a guy stitching. I kind of look like the typical person who would do cross stitch. Even though, as you see, I'm not a big sampler person, I do like variety and like nature and Christmas and just different things. So I appreciate you. I am appreciative of all my subscribers, all the people that view it. I hope you'll come back. I hope you'll tell a friend, and don't forget to put the comment gather. Also, I forgot the rules. You have to be over 18 so I can ask for your address. Please don't say giveaway in the comments, so that we don't get trolls or people that don't like cross stitch, because I want someone that will appreciate this. Otherwise, I think that's it. Have a fantastic Sunday. I hope some of you are having beautiful fall weather. The leaves are changing. I love all the pictures. And for us, it's just not brutal summer yet. So soon we'll be able to enjoy, and I will be able to say on Thanksgiving, hey, I'm sitting outside on my porch and it's like 76 degrees in a beautiful blue sky. So there's good times and bad times for most areas, right? So anyway, keep on doing what you love, stitch what you want when you want, sweetie. You know, that's my motto is, if you want to make plans and that makes you feel better, make plans and stick to them. If you just want to get up and see what you feel like stitching that day, which is more like me, do that too. Remember, it's a hobby, it's for fun, there's no rules. Do what you want, and that is the only rule I say, is do what you want. Have a great day, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.